Welcome to the Kombat AllStar Show, brought to you by Quantum VFX, making the impossible possible. I'm your host, the Kombat AllStar. Today, we're going to be talking about a few things, but most importantly, I think today we're going to be talking about is the death of Lois and Clark. So, let's get right into it. Let's talk comic books. Alright, so if you didn't already know, Superman is not with Lois anymore. They rebooted, in the New 52, they rebooted Superman, and what they did was they didn't have him in a relationship with Lois anymore. Now it's him and Wonder Woman, which is a little weird, I think, because personally, Lois Lane was the anchor to Superman's humanity. You have, he has a great foundation, growing up on a farm and all the values of farmers, especially back in those days in the 50s when Superman was created, hard work and honesty and, doing everything the right way. I mean, everything that makes Superman cheesy, there were values and morals from back in that time from a farmer's point of view. So when he, grows up and he leaves his parents and goes into Metropolis, he meets Lois Lane, they have a relationship, and she keeps him grounded. So he's able to still have a connection with humanity through that and still keep those values because he has someone that values his values, And now he's dating Wonder Woman, so he's surrounded by the Justice League, powerful team. He's surrounded by these guys all day long. Now he's dating Wonder Woman, and he's kind of like a god on Mount Olympus. And how is he gonna save humanity or save Earth? And when he doesn't even have a direct connection to it. So to me, it's a big mistake. I don't like it. In the New 52, I guess Lois doesn't know who Clark is. So I'm hoping they somehow work that in where they get back together or something. But right now it's not good. I mean, I always have a hard time relating to Superman, and now it's going to be even harder because how am I going to relate to somebody who's dating a superpowered person who doesn't even, live amongst the people really? You know what I mean? He's not even social anymore. He doesn't go to the Daily Bugle. He quit his job. He's a blogger now, so he's not even around people. So let me know your thoughts down below. I'm interested to know what you all think, but that's my take on it. Really, really bad idea. Hope they turn it around, but yeah, it's so far all bad, DC. Don't do it. Let's talk wrestling. All right, now on to wrestling. Wrestling. There's not much good wrestling out there, like I've said previously, but there is reality wrestling and there is NXT. NXT, the last two episodes have blown my mind. It's the best wrestling I've seen in a long time. And it's like, I almost peed my pants, the show was so good. All the moves that they were doing in the ring, the storytelling they were doing within the matches, it was just great from bell to bell. Every single match was solid. It was like those guys had something to prove, and believe you me, they proved it. So if you haven't watched NXT yet, go and get the WWE Network. It's still free for the rest of November. Check it out. Watch those episodes. It is awesome. Raw and SmackDown, they're kind of like, I watch them out of habit, but NXT, I watch for pure enjoyment. And you gotta go watch it because it's good stuff. Even if you're new to it, you don't know what's going on story mode wise, or just in the storyline, it's still good wrestling. You'll still be drawn in because the wrestling is so good. So, awesome job with NXT, you guys. Hats off to you. Go check it out. If you haven't checked it out, you need to. Let's talk video games. So last episode I was talking about how a lot of video games are coming out this holiday season, and WWE 2K15 is no exception. It is an awesome game. I actually pre-ordered it, through Xbox Live. It's an awesome game. I mean, they got really cool modes. I mean, you can play with, all the legends like back in the day. A lot of the stuff is similar to the game that, preceded it. And the game, before that, and it's a yearly game. It comes out in the series, so there's a lot of things that are the same about it. But they always tweak a few things. I mean, this year they have the 2K Showcase, which you're actually reliving famous rivalries from the past 10 years, I think, which is really cool. I'm really excited about the career mode. The career mode is awesome. You create a character, you take them through tryouts. You have to get accepted through the tryouts, and you go to Performance Center and train. And then once you're good enough, you go to NXT, and then you go to main event, and then you go to SmackDown, then Raw. So it's a progression of your superstar, and it's really cool. I love every aspect of it, building your character. It's kind of like the old Fight Night games, or even the UFC game that came out earlier this year. So it's really cool. There's a lot of good stuff in it. It has the best creative mode I've ever seen in it. It's all good. So, I mean, if you're into wrestling, if you're into wrestling games, definitely go pick that up because it is phenomenal. Go check it out. Let's talk visual effects. In visual effects, there's a lot of things going on. As always in visual effects, there's a lot of really sad stuff going on in the industry with us as visual effects artists, but I don't want to focus on that. There's a lot more bad than good, but one of the good things that are coming out of it this year, it looks like that Guardians of the Galaxy is up for visual effects Oscar. So, I mean, right now it's just rumor and speculation. There's nothing confirmed. It's not been nominated officially, but there is a lot of talk about it, and it looks like it's going to get that award. And it's just really, really cool to see that. I mean, if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, it's awesome. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Good action comedy. Looks like it's straight out of the 80s. Not to mention the music is straight out of the 70s. Early 80s, so it's a good watch. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Really excited about those guys. I hope they get the Visual Effects Award because they deserve it. And I hope they don't pull that crap like they did with Rhythm and Hughes a few years ago. But yeah, really, really good stuff. Go check it out. Proud of you guys. Congratulations on that. All right, well, that's today's show. Glad that you actually came by and checked it out again. If you like what you see, subscribe. If you have any questions about the show, as always, go to Twitter, Quantum VFX, and do hashtag AskCast. It's right there below under my desk. Again, Quantum VFX, hashtag AskCast. So go and tell me if you liked the show, what you didn't like about it, what you loved about it, different topics. Let me know how I can improve. Conversate about me about topic, show ideas that you want to have later. Let me know. Talk to you soon.